What if I told you that you could sit down for just 1 hour and walk away with an entire week of high-performing content, not drafts, not half-finished ideas. I'm talking about fully polished, ready-to-post videos, scripts, captions, headlines, and even multiple variations designed for TikTok, Instagram Reels, Facebook Reels, and YouTube Shorts. That might sound impossible, but that's because you're still thinking like a human creator, working linearly, one idea at a time, spending hours writing, rewriting, editing, and second-guessing yourself. The creators who are growing the fastest right now aren't doing that. They're using a new AI-driven workflow that compresses time, multiplies ideas, and automates the hardest parts of content creation. This is the workflow nobody talked about 6 months ago, but now it's quietly becoming the secret weapon behind the fastest-growing channels on every platform. Today, you're going to learn it step by step. The truth is, most creators don't fail because they lack talent. They fail because they can't stay consistent. Every week starts the same. Panic, stress. I need content, no ideas, no direction, and then nothing. They burn out before they ever see results. But the creators using this AI workflow never panic. They always have content ready. They always have scripts prepared. They always know what to post, when to post, and how to post it. They operate like a full production studio, even though they are just one person with a laptop. That is the power of AI leverage, turning 1 hour of your time into 7 days of non-stop presence. The secret of this workflow is simple. Batch once, multiply forever. Instead of creating content piece by piece, you create one large block of raw ideas and let AI explode that block into dozens of polished outputs. You no longer start from scratch every day. You start once and let the machine do the rest. It's not about working harder. It's about working with leverage. And leverage is the new currency of online growth. Once you learn this workflow, you'll never go back, because you'll realize how much time you've been wasting doing everything manually. The workflow starts with the most powerful step, the idea cluster. Most people sit down and try to think of one idea at a time. That's the slowest possible method. Instead, the new AI workflow generates 30 to 50 content ideas in one burst. You feed the AI your niche, your style, what your audience cares about, and what performs best in your category. In seconds, you receive a cluster of ideas that could easily take days to brainstorm manually. But the real magic is that these ideas aren't generic. They're structured around angles that hook viewers instantly. Bold claims, shocking truths, myths, fears, desires, pain points, and fast solutions. AI doesn't just give you ideas, it gives you ideas that are built for virality. Once the idea cluster is complete, you move into the expansion phase. Here is where the workflow becomes unreal. Instead of taking 20 minutes to write a TikTok script, AI takes each idea and turns into a full script automatically. Not sloppy scripts, sharp, punchy, high-retention scripts with hooks, tension, structure, pacing, and payoff. You can create 10 to 20 scripts in minutes. This is the part that used to drain creators. This is the part that caused people to quit. This is the part where creators would stare at a blank page, sweating, thinking, doubting themselves. AI eliminates that entirely. You never face the blank page again. You start with momentum every single time. The next step is the multiplication phase, and this is where your 1 hour becomes a week of content. AI takes each script and converts it into multiple formats. One script becomes a TikTok version, a YouTube Shorts version, a Reels version, a Facebook version, and even a variation designed for SEO-driven long-form content if you want it. Each version is rewritten to match the platform's culture, pacing, and style. TikTok gets fast and chaotic. Shorts gets polished and educational. Reels gets aesthetic and emotional. Facebook gets clear and practical. Suddenly, one idea becomes 5 finished posts, multiplied across 7 days. That means you go from 1 video per day to potentially 20 to 30 pieces per week without extra work. The workflow doesn't stop there. The next phase is automation of micro assets, the tiny pieces that creators waste time on. Things like captions, hashtags, titles, call to actions, thumbnail text, pinned comments, and keyword-rich descriptions. These elements normally take ages, but AI turns them into an instant checklist. It gives you 10 caption variations, 10 hooks, and a list of tags optimized for discovery. These micro assets dramatically increase the chances that your content gets pushed by the algorithm, which is why creators using this workflow grow 3 times faster than creators doing everything manually. Then comes the magic step that almost no one talks about, the recycling phase. AI doesn't just create fresh content. It scans your past videos, identifies what performed best, and creates new variations, new angles, new formats. and new hooks based on proven success. This is where your growth becomes exponential. Instead of guessing what might work, AI uses data to reproduce what already works. This is how top creators dominate their niche. They don't reinvent the wheel, they duplicate proven winners. And now, with AI, you can duplicate those winners in minutes. Now, let's talk about the psychological power of this workflow. When you have a full week of content ready, your entire mindset changes. You stop stressing, you stop scrambling, you start thinking bigger. You start behaving like a real creator, someone with a plan, a strategy, and consistency. And consistency is the #1 factor in algorithmic growth. When you post daily, the platforms reward you. They push your content harder. They show it to more people. They start viewing you as a reliable creator rather than a random sporadic uploader. AI gives you the consistency that humans struggle to maintain. Another massive advantage is that this workflow eliminates creative fatigue. Most creators burn out from constant decision-making. What do I post? What should I say? How long should it be? Does this hook work? Will people like this? AI removes 90% of those decisions. It lets you operate like a CEO, not a stressed-out freelancer. You focus on recording your voice, your face, or your screen, the part only you can do, and AI handles everything else. This saves energy, reduces resistance, and makes content creation feel effortless. Now here's where things get interesting. This workflow doesn't just save time, it increases quality. When AI generates dozens of ideas, you choose only the best. When AI writes multiple scripts, you pick the strongest ones. When AI offers variations, you choose what aligns with your tone. That means your content gets sharper, more focused, and more impactful. Most creators upload whatever they manage to finish that day. Creators using this workflow upload their top-performing ideas only, and that difference is everything. Let's talk about how this turns into income. When you post consistently across multiple platforms, two things happen. You build audience, and you build data. Audience gives you opportunities, brand deals, affiliate income, digital product sales, sponsorships, and monetization. Data gives you clarity, what works, what doesn't, what your audience loves, and what the platforms want from you. AI accelerates both. More content equals more views. More views equals more opportunities. Eventually, you're no longer just an uploader. You're a content machine. And the internet rewards machines. But the real income explosion happens when you use this workflow to build pillar content. These are high-value, deeper videos or posts that attract long-term subscribers. Once you have a week of content done in an hour, you can spend the rest of your week creating deeper content, guide, tutorials, breakdowns, storytelling videos, or niche-specific mini-documentaries. These are the pieces that separate small creators from growing brands. AI gives you time back, and time is the currency that builds authority. As this workflow becomes mainstream, the creators who adopt it early will dominate. They will be the ones posting daily. They will be the ones pushing out more ideas. They will be the ones capturing attention. And attention is the new digital asset. While most creators struggle to post even once per week, you will be producing a week's worth of content in one sitting. That gap becomes your advantage. And in a world where algorithms reward quantity and quality, this workflow places you in the sweet spot, high output with high value. And here's the final truth. Creating content is no longer about talent. It's about systems. The creators who build systems succeed. The creators without systems burn out. AI is the greatest equalizer ever created. It gives beginners the same leverage that full production teams use. It gives you speed, clarity, and consistency. You no longer fight the algorithm. You work with it. You feed it what it wants: frequent, strong, relevant content. And once the algorithm recognizes you as a reliable creator, the growth compounds. If you want to grow online in 2025, the old methods won't work. Slow content creation won't work. Perfectionism won't work. Posting once a week won't work. The creators who win are the creators who use leverage. This new AI workflow turns your ideas into assets. It multiplies your time. It turns 1 hour into a week of output. And the sooner you adopt it, the sooner you leave everyone else behind. You're watching Passive Income Pro, and this is your moment to stop creating slowly and start creating smarter.